It had been my nonno, Peter Rossi's, lifelong dream to own and run his very own restaurant.
Hi, darling, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
We bought the restaurant the 1st of November 1987.
After mentioning this to my nonna, Stefani Rossi, she encouraged her husband's dream to become a reality.
So I said, if your dream is to have a restaurant, you might as well do it now.
In Nonno's eyes, the restaurant's creation is all credited to Nonna.
When he passed away, he thanked me for making his dream come true, because if it wasn't for me, he probably would never have done it, because he passed away in April, the 29th of April 1992.
This was only 5 years after opening for the very first time. Welcome to Il Padrino. Nonna and Nonno's weekly regime required a lot of moving around and hard work.
We used to get all our meat from Melbourne, so we used to go to Melbourne every Wednesday, him and I, and the day consisted in the morning of working out what we needed to get for the restaurant, and then he would go to the restaurant and I'll get there 12 o'clock when the people will start coming. And then 3 o'clock I usually used to go home and have a bit of rest, do whatever I needed to do at home, and then go back again around 6 o'clock, but Peter would be there around 3:34 every day.
But this hard work would pay off in the long run with the amount of customers they were pulling in on a weekly basis.
So Friday and Saturday nights were the busiest, and we could do on that night maybe 80 or sometimes even 120 customers. So you would say about all through the week. It's hard to say, but if it was a very good week, it would be in I don't know, 300-400.
Regular customer Russell Lowe mentions how the restaurant stood out to him and how nothing compares to it still currently.
In its day, even looking back now, it was a Geelong institution basically. There was nothing like it before, and there's obviously nothing like it now. Especially to get that authentic Italian food, you have to travel to Melbourne, but back then you didn't. And to have that experience and to be that welcome when you went in was certainly a business that stood out on its own, and it's sadly missed in the market of Geelong at the moment.
Nonna mentioned how prominent Geelong community members became regulars within the restaurant, the likes of Rex Gorell, Billy Brownless, and Tim Darcy, just to name a few. But through all these highs, there eventually came the lows following Nonna's death in 1992.
A lot of people used to tell me that they felt really sorry, you know, it was so sad for them coming to the restaurant not seeing Peter there. So it sort of went a little bit down because of that, because Peter was the major figure, especially at the front. It was the one that people would see as soon as they come in, and the people that would see when they left to go home. When that wasn't there anymore, the atmosphere, if you know what I mean, wasn't the same.
Behind me is where the once prominent restaurant Il Padrino stood. But why did Stefani choose to sell the restaurant in 1999 when it was booming?
I just thought maybe it's good for me to spend a little bit more time with my grandchildren, even though at the time my family was concerned about me not having the real ability of having my own freedom with money, with social life, because being in the restaurant, you know, it was like going out every day. You know, you dressed up, you put lipstick on, you put makeup on, you do, you know, all those things. You look after yourself a little bit more.
My auntie, Grace Walsh, expressed her concerns to her mum with running the restaurant by herself following Nonna's passing.
My mum was going to the restaurant 7 nights a week, and I had a great deal of concern that, like, sometimes the restaurant would finish, you know, 11 o'clock on a Saturday or a Sunday. It could finish at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. She'd have the takings with her. She'd be getting in the car by herself, and I just didn't feel that that was safe.
Due to the concerns from her daughter and other goals and aspirations, Nonna sold the restaurant, but still looks back fondly at it to this day.
When I met Peter and going to the restaurant, that was the best years of my life. I was happy to go to work every day. Happy to know that the next day I would be doing what I wanted to do, and I was doing with the person I loved. And the restaurant was sold on the 30th of June 1999.
Having it be such a major part of her life, Nonna still maintains a connection to the location of the restaurant, once known as Il Padrino.
I was sad when I sold it because it was part of my life. And I actually, I can't go past that street without looking up where the restaurant was.